Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today into the story behind a pretty iconic spot, Camden Market in London.
A truly unique place.
Exactly. From vintage clothes to like handcrafted jewelry, street food, you name it, it's probably there.
It really does have it all.
Yeah, and we've got a great article from Love to Visit London to guide us through it all today. So let's jump right in. I'm kind of blown away by this fact that it all started as like a tiny arts and crafts fair in someone's backyard. Is
Yes,
that right?
that's how it all began, unbelievably. Tucked away, small, a backyard, arts and crafts.
That is a wild image. So from a backyard to, well, now it's the largest market in London, right?
Yeah, the article says that's right, the largest one in the whole city. It's open 7 days a week now and draws millions of visitors every year.
Wow. I mean, that's a huge transformation from a small weekend thing.
It is from a humble backyard to the biggest market in, well, London.
It's incredible.
Mm.
Do you think they like planned that from the start, or was it just kind of organic?
That's a great question. The article doesn't really get into the specifics of like a growth strategy or anything, but it does highlight that a key ingredient in Camden Market's success is that it blends the old and the new. It offers something for just about everyone.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Camden Town itself is this cool mix of history and like modern trends. I mean, you've got the Regent's Canal running right through it, then trendy shops, street art all over.
Yeah, it's like Camden Market captured the essence of Camden Town, this blend of vintage and contemporary, traditional and edgy, local and global, all in one place.
Yeah, a recipe for success. Speaking of blending old and new, the article also mentions Tower Hamlets.
Ah, another great spot in East London.
Yeah,
Bursting with history, but also has this modern energy. Tower of London, centuries-old fortress, is there, but so is Brick Lane, which is famous for its vintage shops and curry houses.
yeah, and Shoreditch too, within Tower Hamlets, known for
Mm.
its like cutting-edge art scene, right?
Mm.
And then just a short walk away, you've got Wapping with its historic cobblestone streets.
It's true. London really is a masterclass in blending different eras.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, but back to Camden Market for a sec. I'm still stuck on the fact that it started in a music venue's backyard. I mean, that can't just be a random choice, right?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Was there something about Dingwalls, that specific venue, its crowd, its atmosphere, that led to the market's early success?
Yeah, Dingwalls is known for hosting live music, especially rock and alternative. So did that venue's energy, that connection to music and art, rub off on the market?
It's certainly possible. Maybe Dingwalls already had a crowd that was drawn to like unique stuff, handcrafted things, that kind of vibe. People
Hmm.
who appreciated the artistry. Maybe it served as this incubator, fostering that creative spirit, that counterculture vibe that then spread into the market.
Fascinating. I wonder if the folks who organized that first little market in Dingwall's backyard, I wonder if they ever envisioned what it would become.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think about. I don't know if anyone could have predicted the sheer scale of its success. But that choice of location, that wasn't just a coincidence. Dingwalls, with its history as a music venue, it played a role for sure in shaping the market's early identity, attracting both those vendors and shoppers who were looking for something a little different, something outside the mainstream.
I mean, a music venue's backyard becoming the birthplace of the largest market in London. That is just wild.
Yeah.
It's a real testament to how things can um, evolve in unexpected ways.
Absolutely. A testament to creativity, community, and sometimes just being in the right place at the right time. Who knew a humble backyard fueled by the energy of music and art could give birth to, well, a global icon?
Love it. This is why I love these deep dives. You start with something simple, an article about Camden Market, and end up unraveling its origin story, its connection to a music venue, and its transformation into this landmark. It
Yeah.
really does represent that vibrant spirit of London.
And it's a great reminder, I think, that even the most well-known places have these hidden stories waiting to be uncovered. And sometimes those stories reveal deeper truths about the forces that shape our cities and cultures.
And our lives, even.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've explored the beginnings of Camden Market, but there's so much more to uncover. Stay with us as we continue our deep dive into this iconic destination, and we'll delve into its growth, its unique appeal, and its lasting legacy. All right, so Camden Market, rock and roll roots, starting in a music venue's backyard. But how did it go from, a small Sunday thing to this Huge 7-day-a-week market.
Well, the article doesn't lay out like a specific timeline or anything,
Right.
but I think we can put together a pretty interesting narrative here.
Okay.
So picture it. Start small, arts and crafts mainly, open only Sundays. It had a very niche appeal.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're probably attracting locals, artists, people who are into like handmade, unique, maybe even a bit rebellious.
Yeah,
aren't
not your average shopper for sure.
they? Not at all.
But then things changed, right? It goes to being open every day of the week.
That's huge.
That's a massive change, right? It tells you something important. The demand was there to justify being open every single day. They were attracting a much, much wider audience.
So what was the catalyst? Was it word of mouth? Did the media start covering it?
It was probably a mix, right? I
Ah.
mean, word of mouth is super powerful,
Yeah.
especially for something as unique as Camden Market. But then I bet as it grew, they attracted more vendors and a wider range of stuff, more goods, more food, and that brings in more visitors.
Total snowball effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the article really highlights that eclectic mix, how you can find just about anything there. Vintage clothes, handmade jewelry, I mean, even antique furniture.
I read they have over 1,000 stalls there.
Wow.
That's wild.
That is a lot. You could get lost in there, I bet.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of getting lost, the article talked about the atmosphere of Camden Market. Like, it's more than just a place to shop, right?
Wow.
It's an experience.
Oh, absolutely. The article describes it as having a vibrant atmosphere, and I think that's spot on. You soak up the energy of the crowd, listen to music, see street performers. It's sensory overload in the best way.
Yeah, it's like a different world, right?
Yeah.
This world of, like, self-expression, creativity. You see people from all walks of life there.
Yeah.
And it's so different from, your typical sterile shopping mall experience.
It's so true. And I think that really resonates with people, especially these days
Mhm.
when things are getting, more and more homogenized everywhere. People are craving that authenticity of those experiences that offer something truly different, unique.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes you wonder about the vendors themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are their stories? Because they must be as diverse and interesting as the stuff they sell.
Oh, I bet. Imagine the stories they could tell building their businesses, the people they've met from all over the world, witnessing Camden Market evolve firsthand right in the thick of it.
Yeah, their perspective would be so valuable. Like, what do they think makes it special? What makes it endure all this time?
That's the heart and soul of it all.
Yeah,
Their creativity, their entrepreneurial spirit, that's what gives Camden Market its unique character.
it does. Okay, so we talked growth, eclectic offerings, and that vibrant atmosphere.
Yeah.
But going back to the beginning, that music venue, backyard connection,
Yeah.
is that connection to music still there today at Camden Market?
Oh, totally. Music is, it's woven into the fabric of Camden Market now. You'll find buskers, DJs, record shops selling everything from vintage vinyl to the latest releases.
It's like the spirit of Dingwalls just like lives on in the market.
Exactly. And even though it's expanded so much beyond that one backyard, that early link to music, to that scene, it definitely left its mark, right?
Oh, sure.
It's part of what makes it so unique, sets it apart from any other market.
It's funny how much impact a single location can have,
Mm.
It wasn't just a space, that backyard. It was like this catalyst that sparked something, brought people together, sparked ideas.
Totally.
And that spirit is thriving to this day.
It's a reminder that, sometimes the most unexpected places can give birth to amazing things.
Yeah.
And in this case, a market that celebrates individuality, creativity, the joy of finding something new, it's just remarkable.
So we've seen Camden Market go from this backyard idea to, a global phenomenon.
It really is impressive.
But the real question is like, what's the secret? What makes it so special? What keeps people coming back year after year?
Right. It's fascinating. The article hints at a few key things, I think.
Okay.
First, it's that blend of old and new that we keep talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's not stuck in the past. Camden Market is constantly evolving, reflecting, new trends, but it also honors its history at the same time.
Right. It's like it's alive,
Yeah.
adapting, changing, but still staying true to itself. But what about the old part of it all? What keeps people drawn to that?
Well, the article doesn't go into detail on that specifically.
Yeah.
But I think, in this world that's become so digital, where everything is mass-produced, people crave authenticity.
Yeah.
They want things with a story, things made with, like, real care, real skill.
Yeah.
And that's what you find at Camden Market.
It's like a haven for those things.
Yeah.
Vintage finds, handmade stuff. It's like stepping back in time, but not in a like stuffy museum.
Yeah, not at all. It's more like, rediscovering the beauty, the craftsmanship of another era, but in a way that feels fresh and current.
Exactly. And that appeals to, so many people across generations.
Totally. And then you add in like the whole sensory experience,
Yeah.
the sights, the sounds, the smells. It's so much more than just shopping.
Oh man, you're taking me back. I can almost smell those spices from the food stalls, hear the crowds, and see all the colors.
Yeah.
It's immersive. You can't get that online.
No, you can't. Camden Market offers a sense of community too, I think. You connect with the makers, hear their stories. It's a reminder that there are still places where human connection and creativity are celebrated.
Where you can be yourself, surrounded by people who get it.
Yeah. And I think that's the real magic of Camden Market. It nourishes the soul. It reminds us of how beautiful and diverse human expression can be, and it just keeps evolving, surprising us, inspiring us.
That's a great way to put it. So to our listener, whether you're planning a trip or just, daydreaming about new places, remember Camden Market. It's more than just a market. It's really a testament to the power of creativity, community, and, well, the human spirit.
And it's a reminder that the most unexpected places can hold the greatest treasures, right?
Totally. So keep exploring, keep seeking, and keep an open mind.
Always.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Camden Market. Until next time, stay curious.